All right, all right, all right. Good morning, good morning, good morning, people. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you all had a great night. I know I did. Hopefully, y'all did as well. Um, I don't know, man. Ready to make some money today. I don't know about y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Plug Talk, sports betting live stream. What do we got today, man? We got huge college basketball slate. A ton to pick from, a lot of low key games, which we like because that is the money makers, and we have a lot of them today. That's for damn sure. So walk on eggshells with today's basketball card, man. Especially if you have not been watching or you don't know what you're doing with college basketball. Please be careful with today's card. Very tricky, and the lines are super tight. Um, I had trouble, not trouble, but it took me a while to cap today's card. I'll say that. I've been up since 7 o'clock, and I'm literally just finishing up capping the games today. Today's card was huge. Basketball was a little difficult for me today. I like the NBA card. Love the college basketball card. College football we're going to talk about as well. I have yet to get an answer from Bet on Banana, but I'm hoping probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, me and Banana will do a NHL show, strictly NHL. The NHL card is humongous, and there is definitely money to be made. So as soon as Banana answers me back, if I can get him to come on with me, we're going to do an NHL show later on tonight. Yeah, man, but we got a lot of games to cover. I'm going to try to get you guys in and out of here today. But I don't want to leave any stone unturned. So we'll run through this card. Marcus, man, good morning, bro. Appreciate you being in here as always, bro. Hope your new year was well. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're ready to make some money. Um, man, shout out Jaden Ivey, man. I hope he's all right. That was pretty messed up. Anytime you see a stretcher come on the court, it's kind of like, uh-oh. People do need to stop reacting though. Like, uh, I watched the replay, and if you slow it down a lot, you can kind of see it. But people are acting like it was like tragic, like you guys remember where? Oh my God, bro. That one was bad. Even Paul George, even that one was bad, right? Uh Jaden Ivey, you didn't really see it like that, like where's man, that shit would be embedded in your head for life. Um, even like I said, even Paul George type shit, like that type of scene, that type of visual, they are some nasty ones. So people need to stop acting like that one was really bad. Don't get me wrong, it's bad. He's probably gonna, probably not gonna come back obviously this year. But anytime you see a stretcher on the court, it's usually bad news. So shout out Ivy, man. Hopefully, he recovers from that for his career. What else, man? Will Howard, man. Shout out Will Howard, man. Throwing the rock like a pro. He looks good, bro. He looked really good. Um, I. What do y'all think? Y'all think Texas can handle Ohio State? I mean, I was wrong. I was obviously wrong. I hope Ohio State went out there and just absolutely handled business. Absolute massacre. Yeah, it was bad. Um, you know, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we'll see. I feel like, if Ohio State runs into Texas, if Texas is super aggressive, I just don't know. Very tough. Um, what else, man? What else? That's about it, man. Joker. Joker, let's fucking go. We hit that right on the head, man. Joker snapped on the Hawks yesterday. They did pull Joker early, so we did not hit the 30 plus points. I wanted that so fucking bad. I wanted the 30 burger triple double, bro. I wanted it. They took him out. But dude, I really thought Joker was going to have the triple double at halftime. I really, really did. Um, but yeah, Nuggets, man, you just don't. I told you guys, man, you just don't fade them at home, bro. You just do not. If Joker's playing and the Nuggets are at home, I don't care what number they're laying, guys. Just lay that shit, man. You're gonna make money, man. I promise y'all, y'all are gonna make money. I've been saying this all year long. All right. Uh let's not uh let's not dwell on tomorrow. We got it or yesterday. We got a new day, new money. So man, let's fucking get to it, man. Fucking get to it. And I'm ready. I don't know about y'all, man. Fucking hop to us. All right. Actually, do we get to fade the Hawks again today? Do they play? I know there's a lot of no they don't. Bitch. I wanted it, bro. I wanted it. I wanted to fade them again. I do see a couple good fade spots today though. Not too many code plays though. Not too many code plays today. So it looks like it's probably going to be mainly NBA player props for me today. There's not too many code spots today. Maybe the Heat, fading the Heat at home. It's not necessarily a written down code that I have for the NBA. I know you guys probably think I'm corny as hell for saying that, but it's just facts, bro. I live by that shit with the NBA for like the last 2 years. So there's just certain things I do and don't do in the NBA. All right, let's start this off, man. College hoops, man. We're going to start off college hoops. We got a game starting in 10 minutes. That is Gardner Webb and Charleston Southern. Like I said today, guys, if you're not too familiar with college basketball or you don't know how to bet it or whatever, I mean, you're in the right spot because I'm definitely going to help you guys with that. I definitely know what I'm looking at, know what I'm talking about. So if you have trouble with it, like I said, be careful today trying to do it on your own. The lines are super tight. Even I had a little issue today trying to figure out today's card just because the lines are like really like on point today. Um, so we'll do our best, man. Um, give me 1 second, guys. All right, so we got Gardner Webb. Do I have a? We got Top in the building. Top, what's up, bro? Appreciate you being here, man. Yes, I did write this down. We got Gardner Webb taking on Charleston, Southern. So not my favorite game on the board, but it is the lonely 1 o'clock game. So I figured you guys will want to talk about it. At least want to try to bet it. Know a lot of people like betting early games. I necessarily don't. I think you can get in a lot of trouble with early games. But looking at this one, the one thing that stands out to me is points in this game. I'll say that right now. I think the over is probably a good look at a 153. You got Gardner Webb laying 2 points. Charleston Southern getting 2 points here as a home dog, plus 110 on the money line. Gardner Webb minus 130. Both teams struggling this year. Charleston Southern 4-11, Gardner Webb 5-8. Nothing to love about this game. Charleston Southern's laying opened at 1.5 point favorite. So Charleston Southern opened up as a favorite. They are now the underdog. So you see some weird line movement on that. Like I said, man, both teams they just had, they have not been looking good. None of them is meeting expectations this year. It's hard to back either team, but both these teams are decent offenses that play no defense. Okay. So you got both offenses that are scoring almost 80 points per game, right? Gardner Webb, 78 points per game. And then you got Charleston Southern, 79 points per game. Both offenses are in the bottom 100. Absolutely terrible. So I mean, why not? Give me the over here, man. This should be a good way to start the day here. I mean, you look back at their previous games. I can kind of see this being like for Charleston Southern, they played North Alabama a few games ago, and they gave up 86. Now they only scored 69, but they gave up 86 points to North Alabama, and I can kind of see that you know happening again. Then when they played Georgia, right? They played Georgia. They gave up 81 points there. Um, I mean, last game they played Columbia International. They scored 95 points. Their defense gave up 89. So, I mean, Charleston Southern is obviously just I would say go with Charleston Southern here because they opened up as a favorite, and obviously everyone's taking Gardner Webb. So Charleston Southern will probably win this game, but like I said, man, it's an over spot all day. I would leave a side alone. All right, let's go to we got USC Upstate playing Winthrop. This is a bigger spread. I wanted to leave this game alone just because of how big the spread is here. And we don't see much movement to give us an idea of where the public's at on this one, if there's any public money on this game. Because I mean, you're laying 15 points with Winthrop here. You got USC Upstate getting 15 points, a total of a 165 and a half. Huge total in this game. It opened up at a 165. Winthrop opened up as a 15 and a half point favorite. So, like I said, we have really no movement on this game. With a spread this big between two teams like this, I gotta lay the points, man. Winthrop is 10-5. USC Upstate is 4-11. I mean, I just can't. I can't rock with them, man. They just started. The Spartans started their year off awful. They went on a 2-8 run in their first 10 games. I mean, they just were absolutely awful. And you got to remember USC Upstate, they have played a lot of subdivision teams, like non-line games, and they even took a couple losses in there. So just a team that you really don't want to mess with, man. Winthrop, they won their last 6 games at home. USC Upstate, they've lost 28 of their last 31 away games. You got Upstate, they lost. They God damn man, they got so many trends going against them here. Uh, they got one trend that's backing Upstate here. That Winthrop has lost 6 of their last 7 day games against conference opponents. So that's the one trend going against Winthrop here. We're going to be back in Winthrop here, laying the points. I also think that maybe you should look at Winthrop's team total in this one. Um, you know, it does look like a pretty good spot here. Let me see. Man, they're giving up so many points. Every time they've lost, they've given up 75 or more points. All right, so let's look at Winthrop's team total. Anything under 80, we're going to take it. That's how I feel. Anything under 80, we're going to take Winthrop's team total. If I can find it. Figures, dude. 90 and a half. Yeah, we're staying away. Lay the points with Winthrop, man. Lay the points with Winthrop. We're staying away. Yes, sir. Same to you, bro. Same to you. Appreciate you being here, MMA. Appreciate you being here, bro. And happy new year to you as well. All right. Let's keep this train moving, man. Like I said, very tough college basketball card today, y'all. All right, here we go. We got Troy. You guys remember Troy, right? Well, they're playing App State today. This game starts at this game starts at 6:30 today. You guys remember in the beginning of the year? You guys remember in the beginning of the year, I talked a lot about Troy. Troy was one of the teams that I really said that we need to watch out for this year. Their defense is extremely underrated. I expected a lot out of Troy, and maybe I expected too much out of Troy. They let us down a couple times, but they got us up a couple times as well. They've pulled through some big upsets for us when we were on them. But we fell off. We really did fall off at Troy. They just weren't as good as I thought they were going to be. And their defense kind of lived up to what I thought it was going to be. It's their offense that did not, and that's what worried me and made me fall off. I mean, even now, right now, this Troy defense is ranked 70th in the country, which is awesome. That's why I like this team so much because their defense was just they're savages, and they're a very low key underrated team. And you know, like I said, their offense is what made us fall off. I think we jump right back on the train, man. I think this is a spot. I mean, this is I think there's just value. I mean, there's just value on Troy here. Minus 142 on the money line. I know they're on the road, but man, App State is just nothing like anyone thought they were going to be. They're not. They're going against Troy, who has, in my opinion, one of the better mid-major defenses in the country. I just don't see where App State's points are going to come from. I just don't. I mean, I think this is going to be a ugly, low-scoring game. On top of it, they are one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. Troy is. They are literally one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. So I mean, I just don't see where App State is going to grab possession. They're Troy's going to dominate this game start to finish. That's what I see. I see this 2.5 point spread, and I kind of laugh. I mean, I think Troy could probably win this game by 10 points. So I love Troy today. I think it's time we get back on them here. We just seen App State lose to Louisiana. They just took a terrible loss. So maybe you could say, well, App State is probably looking for a bounce back here at home in a conference game, whatever. I don't see it, man. I just don't. I don't see where App State's points are going to come from. I don't see how they can overpower this Troy's defense. They're not going to be able to. I could see this being a lower scoring game and Troy probably winning this game by 10. So give me Troy here, minus the 2.5. I love the minus 142 money line. Let's see if Troy can get us back on track here, man. So give me Troy in this one on the money line at a minus 142. Like I said, one of the best mid-major defenses in the country. They are one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country. App State already has issues on offense. I just don't see where they're getting any points from, bro. I just don't. All right. We got Memphis taking on Florida Atlantic. This should be a decent game, y'all. So you got this game starts at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you got Memphis coming in laying 3.5 points. You got FAU getting 3.5 points in this game. You got a total of 163.5 locked up on both sides here. Memphis is at a minus 175, where you got Florida Atlantic at a plus 145. Right off the rip, I like Memphis here. Um, we have seen Memphis play. We've backed Memphis quite a few times this year. This is a good team, high-powered offense, but they are running into a tough opponent here. Florida Atlantic is 7-6, where Memphis is 10-3. I do think that this is a reasonable number, but this is one of the lines that I'm talking about. This line is super tight. It's like they I think they got it right on the money, honestly. I think Memphis is the more talented team. I really do. I think they, player for player, roster for roster. I mean, Memphis is the more talented team. Um, it's just we have seen quite a few times in Memphis's step up games. They have a couple good outright wins as underdogs. They do. but they also have a couple spots in step up games where they really disappointed us. And that's what kind of worries me here. I mean, you just saw it against Mississippi State. Memphis really tried everything they could, to make that game their game. And, they really, I don't know if you guys seen it, but the way they're selling tickets, the way they were pushing that mistake game was kind of like they were trying to make it their game. Like, I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but they were like basically trying to get people to come, the whole school, all that. And what do? They go in there, they fill the house. And I was on Memphis in that game because of that reason, because it was such a big game for them. They're making such a big deal about it, and they go in and they absolutely get the floor wiped with them. And that's my whole problem here with trying to back Memphis in this spot. I do think we do. Maybe they bounce back here, but we have seen, FAU is talented as well. We've seen it over the past few years how much this team has grown, man. And I just don't know. This is super super hard. Um yeah, I do think that this could be a huge statement game for FAU. But you could also say the same thing for Memphis. I'm going to drop my pride here, and I'm going to go with Memphis, man. I'm not going to be like, fuck Memphis for losing that mistake game. After everything they did about that game, and to go and get the floor wiped with them, was kind of embarrassing. So I'm gonna drop my pride here, and I'm gonna go with Memphis in this one, man. I am. I'm gonna stick to my guns here. Give me Memphis. Laying the 3.5 points in this one. I could see Florida Atlantic being a very, very public dog today. So be careful with that. Actually, where did this line open at? It hasn't moved. It opened up at 3.5 at Caesars. All right. Yep. I'm sticking with Florida Atlantic. I don't know where the public is on this game, but I can almost guarantee you, it's going to be on FAU. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. Here's another pretty good game. This is my dog of the day, y'all. So we got Northwestern coming in as a 4.5 point underdog. We got Penn State laying 4.5. Man, we got a Big Ten battle in this one. You got a total of 144.5 for a Big Ten game. I kind of think that's a little high. I do like the under in this one. Just seeing this as a classic Big Ten battle defense. Blase blah. I like the under 144.5 here. Penn State minus 198 on the money line against Northwestern. Not loving it, man. I like Northwestern here. I really do. We have seen a really good season from both programs, man. I can't knock either one of them. But to be fair, when you look at both teams, man, which we have been paying attention to, um, I have been super, and I am pretty mad at myself that I was not on them sooner. Because Northwestern would have been another team that we would have just been making a bucket load of money with. And I'm pretty mad at myself that I didn't catch it sooner. But god damn, man, Northwestern been so impressive. You know, you look at Northwestern so far, they are 10-3. Okay, 10-3 so far this year. And when you go back and you look at their three losses, I mean, they are super respectable losses. I mean, you lost to Dayton, Butler, and Iowa. All three of them losses, none of them losses were more than 5 points. They lost by 3, 2, and 5. Um, every single game Northwestern has played this year was either a blowout or a super, super close game that they either lose by 5 points or less, or they win outright. This team has just been super respectable, and on top of it, Northwestern's schedule has been massive. They have played a super tough schedule this year, and they're still 10-3. You have to respect this team, man. Um, I mean, you got to. Penn State is a great team. Don't get me wrong. I love Penn State. They're a great team. They're playing great basketball. I'm not taking anything away from Penn State. It's just in this game, I think Northwestern really matches up super well with Penn State. And the reason being is Penn State plays this aggressive defense. We talk about it all the time in Plug Talk. This aggressive defense that we like. We like that aggressive defense that forces turnovers. This is the kind of shit I like to back in college basketball this year, man. And this is what makes Penn State so great is because they're one of the best teams in the country at forcing turnovers. It's that type of aggressive defense that we look for. Problem is, Northwestern is so good at taking care of the ball that Penn State has become so accustomed to winning their games off of fast break points, off of turnovers, that now you're facing a Northwestern team. You're facing a team that is not going to give you them turnovers. Like it's not going to happen. Northwestern is actually like the seventh best team in the country at not giving up turnovers. And when you take that big advantage that Penn State is so used to having away from them, well, what's going to happen? And then you also got that Northwestern, man, is a great rebounding team. It's just a bad matchup, man. It's a really bad matchup for Penn State here, and I think it's going to kind of punch them in the mouth. That's what I think is going to happen to Penn State here. They're not going to expect it, and Northwestern's just going to probably run away with this thing. I like Northwestern on the money line. I think you could take the 4.5, 5 points wherever you're getting it at. The plus 164 looks really good to me. I do think that, like I said, it's also going to play in Northwestern's favor because this is going to probably be a classic Big Ten game. It's going to be defense. It's going to be lower scoring, and I see Northwestern controlling it. I like Northwestern here, man. I think they win this game outright. It's one of my more favorite plays on the board, honestly, in college basketball today. So give me Northwestern plus the 4.5 here. I like the plus 164 as well. Um, yeah, we're going to rock with Northwestern in this one. Like I said, my YouTube video, my daily dog of the day, Northwestern is it. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got Middle Tennessee. We're going to be going down to 7 o'clock slate, man. We got Middle Tennessee taking on who are they playing? FIU taking on FIU today. Another tough game, man. Not my favorite game on the board. There's quite a few other games down the slate that I like more, but still a reasonable enough game that we can talk about it. Middle Tennessee has been better than expected, to be honest with y'all, at least in my opinion. I know some people expected a little more from them, but I actually don't mind what I've seen from Middle Tennessee so far. I don't think they're that terrible. Their offense is pretty good. Their defense is okay, I guess, but uh I'm just I don't know if we can lay 3.5 points with Middle Tennessee on the road. I know they're playing FIU, but I just don't know if I got it in me, man. I do think that we should probably be looking at FIU plus the points in this game. Like I said, guys, not my favorite game on the board. Middle Tennessee, they are 9-4. FIU is 6-7. I feel like this is kind of a light spread for a reason. I think it's because FIU is going to be competitive in this game. I like them in the first half more than anything. Middle Tennessee tends to get off to a slow start. You look at them in their last let's see here. Look at them in their conference games, man. Um they have, let me see, last 8 conference games. Middle Tennessee has lost outright the first half. So they do. They get off. They just get off to a slow ass start. Middle Tennessee. You're getting Florida International at a +120 in the first half. In this game. Um, yeah, I think if you're going to look at FIU in any way, it's going to be the first half with the points here. I can't lay this kind of points with Middle Tennessee on the road. I just can't do it. All right, we got Texas State taking on Marshall. What time does this game start? All right, so this game is starting at, if I can find it. At Radford and High Point game, I think you guys should take Radford plus the 9 too. I know it ain't on my slate, but just looking at it, I do think you take the 9 points with Radford in that one. High Point has not really played anyone at all. Radford, they love keeping games close, man. They've been a super competitive team. Um, High Point really has not played that tough of a schedule where Radford has. Radford has played teams like Clemson. I was looking at that game when I was writing these little banners out that I do for y'all. That one crossed my eye, and I'm glad I just seen it because I remember I was like, man, that looks like a good spot for Radford, and it does. So I'm not going to keep that to myself. I do think you take the points with Radford here. They keep games close. They played a tough schedule. It kind of fits the script. All right, so Texas State taking on Marshall here. So you got Texas State getting 1 point. You got Marshall laying 1 point. You got a total of a 143 in this one. This is a game that is definitely right on the money. I mean, this is a true pick'em game, if you ask me. You could literally throw a coin up and that's who's going to win. I can't tell you who's going to win this game. What I can tell you is we're going to see a lot of points. This is going to be a higher scoring game. I'm not going to say both offenses have been, super great, but in this game, I do think that at least Marshall is going to be able to get their offense going because Texas State, man, their defense is awful. Their offense is averaging 77 points. Marshall is giving up 76 points. Both offenses should have no problem scoring in this game. Um, this game is set at a 143. I mean, we have so much wiggle room here because I can honestly see this game ending, it's honestly in the 160s. I can see both teams hitting the low 80s in this game. So I really like the over in this spot. Do not be surprised if you see, like 83 to 79 or some crazy shit like that. That's probably what this Texas State and Marshall game is going to end up being. So I really do like the over in this one. I think it's a really good spot for both teams to get going here. Next game we got Milwaukee taking on Oakland. Milwaukee's coming in as a 1 point favorite in this game where Oakland is getting 1 point. You want to talk about a team that is just super underachieving, and, if you were to tell me that Oakland was going to look anything like the way they do right now, coming into this year, if you would have told me this, a couple months ago or when the season started, I probably have been like, dude, I highly doubt it. But here we are, and Oakland is looking like absolute dog water. This is a team that we cannot trust, man. You cannot trust this team. They continue to get spreads that do not fit the script. And I'm not saying Milwaukee is the best team in the world because they're not, but Jesus Christ, man, I am not comfortable back in Oakland. Like this team just underachieves to the max. And like I said, I'm not willing to back this team in any aspect. So it's definitely going to be Milwaukee for me. I'll take Milwaukee on the money line. I'd rather take a chance here with Milwaukee than try to back Oakland, who is just super super underachieving and bad. I can't even say that they are just not playing to their potential, because to this point now, like, I don't think it's there. I just think it's, I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with this team, but it's a team that we're not putting our money anywhere fucking near. Okay? So give me Milwaukee in this one. We're going to take them on the money line. Uh I got to tell you, okay? I will say this right now. The line is super sketch, all right? So, I'll just leave that out there. The line is super sketch, so please be careful with this game. Um I do got to say that I guess the line comes in like this because Oakland has played a very tough schedule, right? So that's where it could come in. So because Milwaukee has played nobody, but I can't trust Oakland, man. I can't. This line is telling me Oakland wins. It really is. Line's telling me Oakland wins. But because you got a 4-10 team going up against a 10-4 team, and we got a 1 point spread. So the line definitely suggests that Oakland wins this game, and the only way they win this game is because this is a step down game for Oakland because they played such a tough schedule. But I gotta say, Oakland is just not that good, man. They're not. So I can't do it, man. I'm taking Milwaukee here. All right. We got Purdue taking on Minnesota. This looks like a this looks like a trap game, to be honest with you. And you guys know what I like to say. If it's trap, bring a big fucking net, because you're going to need it, man. I'm falling for it, man. Give me fucking Purdue in this game. Like, I can't pass it up. Like, I know Purdue is not like the bee's knees. They're not like the cool kids on the block no more. They're not this great fucking team that's in the headlines. But they're still a good team, bro. Minnesota is strictly, all right. Let me read a line for y'all. 5.5 here, right? With Purdue on the road. You got Minnesota getting 5.5 points in this one at home at the barn. You get a total of a 135.5 locked up on both sides and a -110. So it's suggesting a lower scoring battle here. Minnesota plus 190, Purdue -230. Look, man, I like I said, it looks like a trap, right? It really does. But I have to do it. I mean, Minnesota, sure, they have an 8-5 record, but this is the worst team when it comes to covering spreads, man. And as a sports bettor, we need a team that covers fucking spreads. This team has only covered one game, one fucking game. That's it, all year, one game. I'm not doing it, man. And it's mainly because the reason why is because they're a one-man rock band, bro. That is it. We talked about this in the beginning of the year with Minnesota. You take out Garson Garcia, and who is this team? They are fucking nobody. Purdue is going to be. I don't know how they're going to attack this game. I don't know if they're going to let Garcia eat and just maybe not let anyone else score, or they're just going to take the ball completely away from Garcia and make the team score, right? Make the team have to play. I don't know what Purdue's going to do in this game, but you know that Garcia is the life of Minnesota. Plain and simple. You take Garcia out of the picture, and this team is dog water. That's why they can't cover, because they rely on one guy to do fucking everything. I mean, okay, you can go and beat teams with one guy when you're playing teams like Morgan State and Fairleigh Dickinson and teams like that. Yeah, bro, you can win with a player like Garson Garcia because he is one of the best players, not only in the conference, but in all college basketball this year. I mean, the dude is a fucking savage. I'm not taking anything away from Garson Garcia, but you can beat teams like that, man. But when you step in, when you step on the court with a team like Purdue, one guy is not going to do it, man. It's not. Um, and Purdue, they have a incredible underrated backcourt, man. They really do. And and you take away Edie, so what does Purdue do? They worked on their threes, right? Because now Purdue don't have Edie to get them easy 2-pointers all game long. So Purdue stepped up their three game. And what happened? Purdue has become one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the entire fucking country. And this is what this team does, man. They adapt it and they are good. They're good. They're not one of the best teams. Like I said, they're not in the headlines. They're not nothing spectacular. But when you lose a talent like Edie and you're able to bounce back the way Purdue did, you got to give them credit, man. I like Purdue here. I'm gonna lay the 5.5. I think it's a layup. So maybe Minnesota proves me wrong. We know that. The barn used to be a spot where you just didn't fade Minnesota at home, man. Like in college basketball a few years ago, you just did not fade Minnesota at home. You just did not do it. Sadly, the barn don't hold weight no more. It just don't. It does not hold weight no more. So that's why you're getting Minnesota as a 5.5 point dog here against Purdue, who lost one of the best players in the entire nation. Give me Purdue here laying the points, man. If Purdue starts get going from the outside and then three start falling, Minnesota's gonna get fucking buried. So I like Purdue in this one. All right. What else we got? We got Omaha against North Dakota. We got Nebraska, Omaha, by the way. Just kidding. All right, so you got two teams that are 6-9 coming into this game. You got Omaha looking like a 4.5 point dog here. You got North Dakota laying 4.5 points, and we got a total of a 150 locked up on both sides. Nebraska Omaha at a plus 170. Excuse me. North Dakota at a minus 205. Uh, I mean, this is a tough game, man. I think it's going to be an ugly game. Omaha is 6-4 in their last 10 against North Dakota here. They are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 against them as well. Um, Looks like, let me see here. Last game they played, Omaha won 73-72 on the road. I mean the Mavericks, man, it looks like, I'm telling you, it looks like they have the Fighting Hawks number, man. It looks like they have North Dakota's number. I'm not even kidding y'all. North Dakota coming in as a home favorite here. I mean, I would say you got to give North Dakota the edge offensively, right? I mean, they are the better team, but I can't. Well, they're the better shooting team, but they're not that much better. Omaha is clearly the better offense. I mean, Omaha is clearly the better defense here. I'm gonna take the Mavericks in this one, man. Give me Nebraska Omaha. Like I said, 6-4 in their last 10 against North Dakota, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. Uh I like the under here as well. Omaha is a bottom one of the one of the worst teams when it comes to points scored. Um, and so is North Dakota. North Dakota is one of the worst offenses as well when it comes to field goal percentages. So lower scoring game here. I like the under, but I like the points as well. I always kind of lean the dog when you go to. I always kind of lean the dog, the underdog, when we're looking at a lower scoring game. I'm actually really surprised to see the total set this high for really two horrible offenses here. So it is kind of surprising to see a total of 150, man. I like the points here. Give me Omaha plus 4.5, and I lean the under as well. Um, this is a good one right here. So we got Sam Houston tonight. We got Sam Houston. This is a 9 o'clock PM Eastern Standard Time game. You got Sam Houston taking on New Mexico State. So uh uh you got uh you got Sam Houston coming in, getting 1 point. You got New Mexico State laying 1 point. And you got a total of 149.5 locked up on both sides. Sam Houston is at plus 100 here on the money line. New Mexico State's at a minus 120. So you got Jason Houghton coming in, facing his old program, right? When you think of Houston, you think of Sam Houston, right? I mean, he's been there for, bro, I think he's been there ever since I started watching college basketball. Uh, this guy has been a coach at Sam Houston for fucking years, and now he's at New Mexico State, and this is the first time that he's playing Sam Houston, on the other side of the court. So, I really don't know what to expect here. I mean, does he knows Sam Houston is still playing that same type of ball, right? Sam Houston is still an aggressive offense. But the problem is, for some reason, Jason Houghton has not taken that mentality to New Mexico State, because New Mexico State has no defense at all. So I don't get it. I don't know what he's trying to do over there. But he is not running the team anything like it was in Sam Houston. So I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't. But I like Sam Houston here. I do. I lean them here just because of their defense. But I don't know how much that's really going to play a factor here, just because of, I think the offenses trump the defenses in this game. Both teams are 7-6, man. We know this is a conference game. I mean, I kind of like the over here. I kind of like the over here. Let me see, man. Head to head, last time they played was mm, 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 it was 2020. It was 02 22 24. It was in New Mexico State. It was 79-58. Sam Houston won. Sam Houston has won the last 5 games. Almost all of them were fucking or last 4, I'm sorry. Last 4 games, Sam Houston has won them all, and they were almost all fucking blowouts. I want to back Sam Houston here. I'm gonna back Sam Houston. I like the over. Um, yeah, let's just stick to it, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sam Houston has dominated New Mexico State over the years. Um, and I think they do here as well. Like I said, New Mexico State has no fucking defense, y'all. None. Um, so I'm gonna back Sam Houston here. I like the over. I do like the over in this game. Um, I think that you look at. I think Sam Houston's going to be able to score at will here. And if you're looking for New Mexico against this offense, I kind of think it's going to play. I think that Sam Houston's defense is going to kind of bite them in the ass here, because Sam Houston plays such an aggressive defense. They love putting people, they get into foul trouble super quick, Sam Houston. And that's a lot of free points every game. I mean, they give up so many free throws, so many free throw points Sam Houston does in a game, that can only help with the over. So give me the over here. We're going to take the over, and like I said, Sam Houston is the lean. I like the over a lot more. All right, we got last game of the night here in college hoops. We got Illinois taking on the Ducks. Um, a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, Oregon bounce back spot after them getting their fucking asses kicked last night." No, sir. It's about to be a bad day in Oregon because they're about to get their asses whooped back to back. Not only in football, but yes, in basketball as well. I think Illinois is about to come in here and beat the dog shit out of Oregon tonight. Seeing Illinois as a 4.5 point dog is just absolutely ridiculous to me. I think this is going to be a really good game. I think this game gets away from Oregon late. So if you are back in Illinois with me, because I am betting this game, and you guys are tripping in the first half because Oregon might be winning, don't. I can see Oregon win this game probably in the first half, probably control the first half, and Illinois dominates the second and really runs away late. Um, you know, Illinois has such a talented roster, man. We have talked about Illinois a lot this year, especially in the beginning of the year. We have told I have told you guys that this Illinois team is super talented. Um, the reason why we fell off at Illinois and why we kind of were really cautious with Illinois this year is because of their experience. They have no D1 experience on this team at all. Actually, some of the least D1 experience in the nation almost was on this Illinois team, but now they finally got some shit under their belt. This is a team that has just looked good, man. It, it's impossible not to look at them here with all these points. It's just they match up so well, man, versus the Ducks. I mean, we have seen Oregon struggle versus teams that can crash the glass, and that is exactly what Illinois does, man. Uh I mean, Illinois is a great rebounding team, plain and simple. Absolutely incredible. They are an aggressive defense. Illinois also uh they shoot a lot of threes, man. Illinois shoots a lot of threes. And if they start to fall, I mean, this could be a really long night for Oregon. Um, I just think that they match up super well. I do respect Oregon for that record. After playing honestly one of the toughest schedules in the entire country. So you do have to respect Oregon's game. And I do. I respect Oregon's game. Um, I just think Illinois is the better team and they don't even know it yet. You know what I mean? Like I just think that there's too many advantages that Illinois has in this game for me not to take the points in my back pocket. I would not be surprised at all if Illinois doesn't win this game by 4.5, 5 points. You know, like I think the spread is backwards. I think Illinois probably wins this game by 5 points. I don't know, man. I think this is a great price for Illinois. Again, if it's a trap, bring a big fucking net, but I don't think it's going to be. I think a lot of people are going to be looking at Oregon tonight, thinking that they're going to get redemption for their football team, blah, blah, blah. And yes, people do think that way. Um, I just can't. I can't. I think it's going to be a bad, bad couple days for Oregon athletics. All right. Um, Maybe their swim team might get a W or something, man, or their track team, but it's not going to be football or basketball. That's for damn sure. Another 10 o'clock game. You got Pepperdine versus St. Mary's. VIP play for y'all in college basketball. Take Pepperdine. St. Mary's is a terrible covering team. Okay, they're even worse as a home favorite, laying points. They are. We're talking about whatchamacallit being a really bad cover team, Minnesota. Well, St. Mary's is right there behind them. Let me tell y'all something, man. Pepperdine has been playing decent ball. They have been super competitive. Um, Getting 17 points is a fucking gift. St. Mary's is the better team. They are more talented, but they do not cover spreads, bro. Especially at home as a double digit favorite. No fucking way. Pepperdine has been playing way too competitive. I like what I've seen from them in conference so far. They look super good. They're low key, underrated, and here we are getting 17 points with them once again. I'm absolutely going to take these points, man. So Pepperdine, I don't have a tag for y'all because it's VIP, but I wanted to give it to y'all for free. So there's a freebie for y'all. Pepperdine plus 17. Game starts at 10 p.m. All right. Let's move on to what do y'all want to talk about? NBA, college football. Let's get NBA up out the way. All right, man. Y'all want some Jackson action? Y'all want some Jackson action? I can't believe I just said that. Y'all want some Jackson action? All right. Let me pull up Pine Sports real quick so I get some props going. Bro, I swear to God, bro, if I get one more fucking bot in my Discord, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit, bro. I'm gonna lose my shit. I don't know if you run a Discord, I'm sure you guys know about all the bots that come into and spam your channel. The bots are getting smart. Let me tell you all that right now. Now the bots on their pictures, they're putting thick ass girls, man, with big butts, big boobs, real pretty face girls. Like, bro, the bots are getting clever because they need people to click on it, right? Or send them a friend request. Because as soon as you send that friend request or you click on their shit, it like opens up a thing for them where they can get access to your shit. That's the whole reason why they say, "Oh, send me a friend request or click this link because it opens the door for them." And I'm telling you, bro, now all the bots that come into my shit, bro, they are all big boob, big ass girls, bro. Like all their pictures. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. They're getting smart, man. I just be banning the shit out of them, bro. I'll be banning the shit out of them. Ban all these motherfuckers. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. All right, NBA, man. We got the Boston Celtics taking on the Timberwolves, man. You got the Celtics on the road laying 4.5 points. You got the T Wolves getting 4.5 points in this game. Where is our total at here? We got uh hold on, man. DraftKings got to fucking restart. Bitch. Should be annoying, man. All right. So what did I say? 4.5, right? Yeah. 219 locked up on both sides. Boston Celtics minus 180. Timberwolves plus 150. All right. So see what the injury list is here. We know Boston is obviously the better team. We ain't got to get into that. You guys know I absolutely cannot stand Minnesota. But you got to admit this line is a bit sketchy. I know that the Celtics are on the road. I'm not loving that. The Celtics, you know, they're a team that really likes to play with their food, y'all, and that's what worries me. But they're laying a super low spread here, and it's almost hard not to back it. Right? It just looks too easy. It does look like Jalen Brown, Porzingis are both questionable. It looks like Rob Dillingham is the only one I'm kind of seeing here that's missing for the Timberwolves. Um, I mean the Celtics they were struggling for a bit. They were dealing with a lot of injuries. We know that. But they are coming into this game playing well. I mean, bro, what they did to the Raptors was absolutely disgusting. I mean, you beat a team by 54 points. I mean, when do you draw the line and just say, "All right, man, we're up by 40, let's just kind of chill"? Nah, fuck no. We're going to put another 14 on their head. Like 54 points, bro. Like that is what this fucking Celtics team is capable of. Like without a doubt, Celtics are when they play to their abilities, man. They are without a doubt the best team in the NBA. I honestly believe that the Celtics can put a 54 clip up on most teams, man. I really do. That's how good they are. But they play with their food so fucking much that it really worries me when we're talking about laying points with this team. And it shouldn't be because if they went out there and played that way, they could be dominating the NBA. And it's just strange, man. It's strange that they don't do that. Because they are more than capable of doing that. Let's just say there is no Jalen Brown. I still feel like they are more than capable of coming out here and absolutely winning this game by 15, 20 points. Um, so I don't know, man. I got a lot of hate and a lot of love for the Celtics at the same time. Timberwolves, they were starting to heat up. They were looking good. But then they run into them OKC boys and they take a loss. So maybe they're looking for a bounce back here. Beating the Celtics would definitely be a huge momentum swing for the Timberwolves. I just don't think the Celtics are beat up enough. Even with Brown and Porzingis, who cares? I still think the Celtics are the much better team. If it's a trap, bring a big fucking net. I'm back in the Celtics tonight. I just can't, even though I know this is going to be a super public play, everyone and their mom is probably going to be laying these points with the Celtics tonight. I just think that it's the right move. It's value, man. Like you can't say it's not. It's value. So even though the line suggests that the Timberwolves win this game, we're going to be back in the Celtics here. We know what this team is capable of. If they play to their potential, they win this game by 15. Jaden McDaniels rebounds over 4.5. He's projected to get 7 tonight. This is hit in 8 of the last 10 games. So Jaden McDaniels rebounds over 4.5. It's at a plus 124. Uh, let's see. I always like backing Tatum, man. You can always count Tatum down for some good props. All right, so it's going to be Jaden McDaniels. That's the look here. Jaden McDaniels rebounds over 4.5. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We got the Pacers taking on the Heat. This is the game that is sort of a code that I follow, but sort of not. I mean, it's just like more of like a common sense trend kind of. The Heat really are a bad home team, bad home covering team when they're a big favorite. Obviously, here they're not that big of a favorite, and they are playing, just a team that is just so up and down, man. I just don't know. So you got the Heat laying 1 point here. You got the Pacers getting 1 point here. You got a total of 225, slightly favored to the over at a minus 112. Heat at a minus 115. Pacers at a minus 105. I mean, I just don't know about this one, man. I'm not loving this one. Um I do feel like that I should just stick to my guns and just not back the Heat at home. The Heat has lost me more money when they're at home than they have won me money when they're at home. So it's kind of tough, but again, I mean, it's hard to say what team is actually better. I kind of feel like we should be back in the Heat in this one. The Pacers are still without Neesmith, Jackson, but I think the only guy I see missing for the Heat in this one is Richardson. It's just there is so much going on in that Heat like atmosphere in that locker room, just around that organization that Like, are you comfortable backing them on the court? I mean, we just see the Pacers, they just dropped a really winnable game against the Bucks in their last one. Pacers should have won that fucking game without a doubt. So this could be a big bounce back game for them. They just had a really upsetting loss in a close game that really they should have won. And you got the Heat coming into this game where, they beat the Rockets, man. I mean, they beat the Rockets. So it's kind of hard to see who's really who here. I do think the line is pretty much on point here. It is a toss-up game. I'm going to go with the Pacers here just because I don't trust the Heat at home. So that's my only gripe I have here. Is the Heat playing at home? I do think both these teams are pretty evenly matched. But I just don't trust the Heat at home. More of a personal thing here, but it's where I'm at, man. Uh, Looking at some player props in this one, I always like to back Siakam. Always. He's just he's a savage, man, and he does have some pretty good. Um, let's see here. Let's see what he has against the Heat. So you got Siakam, he's recorded 4 or more assists in his last 6 games against the Heat. Um, which tonight his assists are at a 2.5. So that's a good one. Maybe Siakam's assist over 2.5. I always take Siakam's PRA anyway. You got Siakam. He's recorded 4 or more assists. We already said that. Um, the Pacers have won 6 of their last 7 road games as well. Siakam has scored 21 or more points in his last 3 road games against the Heat. Siakam at 20 plus tonight is at a plus 105. So I'm sticking to my guns here, man. I back Siakam all the time. I want to back him again here. His his numbers look really good against the Heat. So I'm not going to fall off of him here. Give me Siakam's PRA in this one, man. You could take his points straight up if you want. Um, yeah, we're going to be back in. We're going to be back in Siakam here. I like it a lot. Let me see. Yeah, I haven't done my player props yet today, so I'm going to do them on stream with y'all. All right, so we're going to go with Siakam PRA here. Head-to-head matches up. I'm not necessarily in love with the. I'm not necessarily in love with the number we get, but it's going to have to do because everything else fits. Let's see. Let's see if we can move it down and get a reasonable price. Because right now we're getting in maybe if we took his points and rebounds or points and assists and just took off the PRA maybe. No, I don't even like that. Yeah, I don't even like that. All right, we're just gonna stick to it, man. Uh we're just gonna stick to it. Just take Siakam for his let's see. Yeah, just take Siakam for his PRA. That's what I'm gonna do. If you guys want to take his points and rebounds or points and assists, you can be my guest. I don't think it's terrible. I'm going to take his 28 plus at a minus 130. I'm not in love with the number, but I do think it's reasonable. I mean, he does average his PRA, he averages 30. So I mean, it's reasonable. It's just not the best mean. So I mean, the median is good, but the mean is not great. So um we're still going to rock with it nonetheless. So 28 PRA for Siakam at a minus 130. Let's see what Jackson likes. He likes Siakam's 3-pointers over 1.5 tonight at plus 100. Siakam 3-pointers. He's projected to get 3 tonight. This has a median of 2.5. Not great, but not terrible. And he has an over of this is hit in 7 of the last 10 games. Ba, ba, ba. It does. It likes Siakam tonight. It likes Siakam's rebounds over 6.5. Siakam's PRA over 27.5. So we are on point with Jackson. Usually that's a good sign. Also likes Halliburton tonight. Likes Halliburton's assist over 7.5 at a -145. He's projected to get 9 tonight. This is hitting in the last 8 of 10 games. But I'm sticking with Siakam's PRA at 28 plus at a -130. I will be betting that. All right. You can run that up to 30 if you want. 30 plus if you want plus money. All right. Next game we got the Clips taking on the Thunder. So we got the Clippers coming in as a 11-point underdog. I did a write up on this game. You guys can find it at theoutletSV.com, where you can find all my articles that I write every day. This is the featured article of the day, meaning this is my favorite article of the day. It's the one you'll find on my homepage of the website. So I did fade OKC today. I did take the Clippers. I just think it's too many points. Don't get me wrong. Do I think that OKC is the better team? Yeah, absolutely they are. I think OKC could definitely beat up on the Clippers. The Clippers are most of the time overrated and just overvalued. Here, I don't think they are. Here, I think it's the opposite, man. I mean, this is actually the line opened up at a 9, right? Now we're getting almost 11, 11 and a half. Who knows what we're going to be getting by game time? I mean, I understand the Thunder, man. Like, I love this team. OKC is one of the best covering teams in the entire NBA. 21 9 and 3 against the spread this year. Clippers, they're just playing good ball. They've won 5 of their last 7 games. It does look like I don't know if he's returning tonight or soon or whenever, but Kawhi Leonard is coming back. Okay, very close to returning, and that's got to mean something to this team, right? I mean, you look back last time these two teams played, it was back in November. Super competitive game, very high scoring. You know, I just can't see why the Clippers won't compete in this game. I do think that I do think that the Thunder are the better team, but when we're talking double digits here against a team like the Clippers, man, if Harden comes out here and plays good, I mean, who knows what could happen. Um, I do like the Clippers here. Like I said, obviously, you got Leonard, obviously, but there is talk and rumor about Kawhi Leonard coming back soon. Man, PJ Tucker, obviously, all out. OKC, man. Alex Caruso. Um, Obviously Holgren. Caruso is dealing with something going on with his hip. I know it's been since. I mean, we haven't seen him since what? Before Christmas, right? He's been out since like Christmas, I think. But either way, man, it doesn't matter. It's a game that I'm probably not going to be betting, but this is a game that I think is loaded, absolutely loaded with player props. So I can't give you any VIP out of this one, but I do advise y'all to seriously look into some player props in this game. I think this is going to be another high scoring game. You look at the last game they played back in November, and my God, bro, it was a high scoring game. Everyone ate. I do like James Harden tonight. I'll tell you all that right now. I like James Harden. I don't know if I want his rebounds. I don't know if I want his assist, his PRA, but you got to attack James Harden some way, somehow in this game. He has good rebounding numbers against OKC. I'll say that. I mean, you look at his last 10 games against OKC, he has hit 6 or more rebounds in his last 10 games against the Thunder. Harden. So I do kind of like Harden's rebounds here. Um, let's go see what Jackson says for this one, and that's probably what we'll roll with. But I do like Harden's rebounds tonight. Nope. The bot like well, we're still going with it, but the bot likes Harden's rebounds to go under tonight. Um, so he said James Harden's rebounds under 5.5 at a plus 114. He's only projected to get 6 tonight. Has a mean of a 3.8. This line has went under in 8 of the last 10 games. Sorry, but I respectfully disagree with Jackson. I like Harden's rebounds over tonight. Hartenstein, points and rebounds over 23.5. He's projected to get 25. Obviously, that's a mean of 26. I mean, a median of 26 with an over of 8 of the last 10 games. I'm not in love with that one. I don't think there's enough value there to take that. But I definitely disagree with the Harden look. I like Harden's rebounds over, and Jackson likes them under. So me going head to head with a robot, I don't think it's going to work out so well for me, but we'll see. All right, next game we got the Nets taking on the Bucks. We got the Nets taking on the Bucks. All right, we got the Nets getting 13 points. We got the Bucks laying 13 points. We got a total of 221. Slightly favored to the under here, guys. At a no, favored to the over. I apologize. At a minus 112. Um, I mean, all right. So Bucks are what now? 18-14, completely turned their season around, playing really good basketball. The Nets still being the Nets, hoping to avoid their what fourth or fifth straight loss here. I mean, they just got fucking routed by the Raptors, bro. I mean, that was a horrible, horrible fucking loss, man. I mean, Raptors didn't show no mercy on them boys, bro. Um, you know, Cameron Johnson did what he did. He came out and balled. We did like Nick Claxton last night. He did help out. I think Claxton ended with 16 points last night, right? Because we were on Claxton last night. I remember I gave him out. Um, I do think that you back Milwaukee here, man. As much as I hate to say it, but Jesus, I mean, you could say that this is a bounce back spot for the Nets. But there's just too much going on this Nets team, man. I just can't do it. The Nets have really been struggling for a while now, and I just think the confidence in the soul is just completely ripped out after you just got shot in the forehead by the Raptors, man, and now you got to go with a back-to-back game, and you got to face the Bucks, who are just rolling right now. The Raptors, man. 11 game losing streak heading into last night's game. So now they're on a 12 game. The Bucks have been just playing good ball. They're healthy again. They look great, man. Against the Pacers. I mean, they were down and out, and that's what I mean about the NBA, man. Like no matter if your team is down 20 points, don't count them out, bro. Don't count them out because the NBA is crazy, man. Like you could be down 30 points, bro, and you're still not safe. Like, or you can be up 30 points and you're still not safe because the other team always seems to come back. So if you've been live betting the NBA and taking a lot of dogs while they're down by like 20 or 30 points and you're getting like a plus 20 or a plus 30 in the middle of the game with some of these teams and you're backing them big numbers and putting them points in your back pocket, bro, you've been making money because all these teams, we have seen it so many times this year. Don't ever count a team out, man, no matter how many points they're down in the NBA, because, man, it seems like these boys just know how to fight back. And we've been seeing it all year. But regardless, I like the Bucks here. I think the Bucks can mop the floor with them. Middleton, obviously. I think we could probably run back Claxton again. Um, I'm looking up head-to-head stats right here now. Give me a second. Mm, The Nets have covered this spread in their last 4 games against the Bucks, by the way. The Nets have covered the spread in their last 4 games against the Bucks. Damian Lillard has recorded a double-double in his last 2 home games against the Nets. There's one trend head-to-head. Let's see. The Bucks have won the first half in 10 of their last 11 home games against the Nets. That's another trend, head-to-head trend. So it looks like Chris Middleton has scored 19 points in 10 of his last 11 games against the Nets at home. Middleton has scored 19. Yeah, we read that one. All right, that's it. So I guess I'm going to be back in the Bucks and Middleton tonight. I like Middleton's points. You can give me Middleton 15 plus points at a minus 115. Honestly, I would play Middleton tonight up to 20. I will play Middleton up to 20 tonight. You can get some good plus money at that. Let's see what Jackson likes. D'Angelo Russell's assist to go under 6.5. He's only projected to get 3 tonight. This number has gone under 8 in the last 10 games. Jalen Wilson's rebounds under 3.5, and then it likes Cam Thomas, who is out, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, so D'Angelo Russell's assist to go under tonight, under 6.5 at a minus 125. It's only projected to get 3 tonight. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We got the. Did I miss a game? I think I did. We got the 76ers and the Warriors. All right, we got the 76ers getting 3 points. We got the Warriors laying 3 points. We got a total of 216. Favor to the over. You got the 76ers at a plus 136. You got the Warriors at home at a minus 162. I tried to fade them last night, bro. 76ers on a back-to-back here with travel. Not a good spot for the 76ers at all, but I think that's why we back them. I mean, it just don't look like a good spot for them. I did they win that game against did they win last night? Did they win last night? I know they fucked me over in the first half, I'll say that. I'm not doing it, bro. Fucking Bede, man. Fuck the 76ers, bro. I'm going with Golden State here. You definitely need to check the injury report in this game. There's 2 guys on it. You got Embiid and Curry. All right. So now if both of them sit out, I'm leaning Warriors. All right. Philadelphia, man, they are, like I said, they're on a back-to-back with travel. They did end up looking at the score now. It looks like they dropped the game in the fourth quarter. It looks like the Kings came back in the fourth quarter. I know I got fucked in the first half. I had the Kings first half minus 3.5, and I got fucked. But of course the Kings come back in the fourth quarter and win. Fucking bums. So look, man. This is just a really bad spot for the 76ers, man. Warriors have consistently not been great. I'll say that. I like the Warriors on the road. I do. Don't necessarily like them at home. Curry's status is huge for me. If Curry plays, it's Warriors all day. The line suggesting that he's not, I guess. I don't know. But either way I look at it, man, even if Embiid is out and Curry's out, I still like the Warriors. So I'm worried that Curry sits out and Embiid does play, but then I don't think the line would be in favor of the Warriors. I think it would probably be flipped, right? So I don't know, man. Very tough game. Very, very tough game. I think this could be a lower scoring game too. Um, I just don't know where I want to go in this one. Let's look up some head to head trends real quick, see if they can help us. But if not, this is probably a game we're going to stay away from. All right, so we actually got a lot of head-to-head trends here that I like. Wow, we got a couple of them here. Who matches up the best though? So we got Paul George, who's matching up really well with the Warriors. You got Curry has some good head-to-head trends, but we don't know. Okay, so let's start with Paul George. Paul George has recorded 5 or more assists in his last 10 games against the Warriors. So obviously, Paul George, we're talking about his assist. We can't 5 or more. You're not going to get any value with that. Talking about Paul George. You could look at what else does Paul George have? He's scored 15 points in 15 of his last 16 games against the Warriors. You're not going to get much value with that neither. Not at 15 points for Paul George. So what do? You put them together, man. Give me Paul George rebound. I mean Paul George's assist and points in this game. Probably looks like a good look there. It looks like Draymond Green 6 assists in home game against the against the 76ers in 8 straight. And he's at 5.5. You got, let me see what else we got. Philly has won the first quarter as underdogs against the Golden State Warriors in 6 straight games. Andrew Wiggins has hit 5 or more rebounds as a home favorite against the 76ers in 6 straight games. Schroeder, 6 assists or more against the Philadelphia 76ers in 5 straight games. Andrew Wiggins has scored 16 points or more against the 76ers in 5 straight games. I mean, there is just a ton of head to head stats, man, that go in this game, but I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them. The bot likes Joel Embiid's rebounds under 9.5 tonight. He's only projected to get 6. This line is hit in 8 of the last 10 games. Also likes Tyrese Mackey, Tyrese Maxey's points and assists to go over tonight. Points and assists over 29.5 at a -105. He's projected to get 35 tonight. That's a good mean. He's also, this line is hit in 7 of the last 10 games. Also likes Tyrese Maxey's points over 24.5. He's projected to get 28 tonight. This line has also hit in 7 of the last 10 games. All right, nothing I love here. Nothing I love here at all. So we're going to skip it. Let's go to the last game of the night, and then we'll talk about some college football, and I'll get you guys up out of here. So we got the Portland Trailblazers coming in, taking on the LA Lake Show Lakers. And you got the Lakers laying 9 points here at home. You got the Trailblazers getting 9 points here on the road. You got a total of 224 locked up on both sides at a -110. You got the Blazers at a +320. And you got the Lakers at a -410. All right, guys, you let me know what you like in this one because this game is ugly. This is a big spread to be laying with the Lakers, man. The line opened up at an 8.5 here. But I mean, we're talking about the Trailblazers on the other side, man. Let's just go ahead and lay it. This Trailblazers team, man, they are 3-13 straight up, bro, on the road, and just not a team that we can back. I'm sorry. Lakers have covered 7 of their last 10 games, man. We're not seeing LeBron on the injury report, so what the fuck is the problem here? The Lakers have won and covered their last 3 games against the Trailblazers. There's no way I'm fading them, bro. The Lakers have won 6 of their last 7 games against the Trailblazers overall. The Trailblazers have not covered 4 of their last 5 games. I can go on for an hour about why we back the Lakers here. Okay? So we are going to be backing the Lakers in this one without a doubt. Now it's just trying to find some player props. Um, I mean, Lakers are just the play here, y'all. Do not fade them tonight, okay? Okay, cool. All right. LeBron James has scored 28 points in his last 12 games. 28 points in his last 12 games against the Trailblazers. Tonight, you can get LeBron James at 25 plus at a minus 105. Trailblazers have lost 14 of their last 15 games at Crypto Arena. Jesus. The Lakers have covered the spread in their last 4 games following a loss. Anthony Davis has hit 12 or more rebounds in 5 of his last 6 games against the Trailblazers. LeBron James has recorded 11 or more assists in his last 3 games with the Lakers as favorites. All right, so it looks like it's going to be LeBron James, PRA. I also like LeBron James for 23.5 points tonight at a minus 125. He has hit this in 12 straight games against the Trailblazers. He's also hit in 12 straight games 2 or more threes against the Portland Trailblazers. LeBron James has. So looks like LeBron James is going to be that guy tonight. Looks like he just beats up on Portland, and I don't think it's going to stop here, man. So give me LeBron James to go absolutely bonkers tonight. LeBron James for a 30 burger. Can we get it? Yes, we can. All right. All righty then. Let's head to some college football. All right, we got college football, man. Starting at 4 o'clock, man. We got Notre Dame taking on Georgia. We know this game was supposed to be played yesterday, but sadly, the world we live in is a sick and twisted, demented place, and people want to drive trucks into people. I mean, I just don't fucking understand the world we live in, man. It's ridiculous. So, they had to postpone the game to today. So here we are now talking about the Sugar Bowl today instead of yesterday, which I already gave you guys the play yesterday, but we'll talk about it again today. I love Georgia today. I know a lot of people are against me on this, and that's okay. I'm used to it. I like it when people are against me. It makes me feel better. Makes me feel like I'm on the right side. When everyone agrees with me, that's when I get nervous. So I like Georgia here, man. Minus 102 on the money line here. Notre Dame minus 118. We're laying 1.5 points with Notre Dame. Georgia's getting 1.5. I'm sorry, man. I think strength of schedule comes into big consideration in this game. I mean, who has Notre Dame played? Please tell me. Comments are open. Matter of fact, I will leave them up right there. Okay, so everyone can see them. Please tell me who Notre Dame has played. Anyone? 191 people in here. I need someone to give me a good team, one good team besides Texas A&M that Notre Dame has played and beat. I'll wait. I'll sit right here and wait. No one? There ain't no one. No one has a good team that Notre Dame has played all year. Really? Texas A&M. That's it. Wow. Look, man. I just think that Georgia has played the much tougher schedule, guys. I think Georgia is going to be up for this game. I like them a lot here. I think the value's on Georgia. I got to rock with them, man. I know a lot of people are back in Notre Dame today, and for obvious, I mean, I get it, man. They're Notre Dame. I tell you guys this all the time. When I think of Notre Dame, I think of college football. Notre Dame is college football, bro, especially in my eyes. Like I grew up thinking that. Like Notre Dame has no other athletic program. Like Notre Dame is college football, bro. But I just can't see it, man. I just can't. They have not played anyone. Georgia has played the much tougher schedule. I think Georgia's going to be really good in this game. They're going to be okay. I think Notre Dame. I don't know, man. I just think they're going to be they're a bit overrated in this game, and a lot of people are going to be backing them. And I just think it's the wrong side, y'all. I'm going to be backing. I'm going to be back in Georgia here. I gave you guys the play yesterday. It's going to be a VIP play today for me. Well, it might not be. It might not be. I might actually. I'm betting it and I'm giving it out. I just don't know if it's going to be on the free side or the VIP side yet. But like I said, man, it's got to be Notre Dame. I mean, it's got to be Georgia for me. Uh, Georgia is still 11-2 on the year. Still 11-2. Like I said, Notre Dame is 12-1, but I mean, I don't know, man. Um, I do think I do think that they have a bit of an upgrade too. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Like people will be like, "Well, plug Georgia has a fucking backup quarterback and all this shit." Bro, it's an upgrade, man. I really do believe that. I don't see what everyone's seen. Don't get me wrong, man. Beck is good, but was he really all that, man? I mean, Gunner is not bad, bro. Like Stockton is not bad, and I think he's going to show that tonight, bro. Like I think he's going to show it today. And all these people who are running away from Georgia because they have their backup in, I think you guys are wrong, man. I think honestly, low key, I think Gunner is a fucking upgrade, man. I really truly do. So we'll see tonight. I could be completely wrong, right? But I do think that Georgia is just overlooked here. And you could say that Notre Dame's offense is overlooked a lot as well, and they are. But, it's just not enough, man. It's just not enough. I think Georgia will figure out a way because that's going to be their toughest thing is how is Georgia going to move the ball? And I think they do that just fine. Riley Leonard, man, is a problem in ways, but I don't know, man. It's Georgia for me. It's Georgia for me all day in this one, man. Backup quarterback or not, it just feeds right on into it. Them being a small underdog here, I absolutely love it. They got the strength of schedule, all by a mile, right? Georgia has played the much tougher schedule. We get the advantage of buying into bad news with the backup quarterback. I mean, there's just a lot to go on here with Georgia. And the line. And the line, man. We're only getting 1.5 points here. You're only laying 1.5 points with Notre Dame, but they are so much better than Georgia that everyone thinks. They're just not. It's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a tough game, and I think Georgia finds a way to pull it out. All right. So that's my opinion on this one. I gave you guys the play yesterday, told you guys to bet it yesterday. So hopefully y'all did. If not, you still got a chance to bet it today. All right. Next game we got Duke taking on Ole Miss. This is also an article over at the website for the Gator Bowl today. We just took one dog, now we're going to take one favorite. I like Ole Miss here. I think they are going to obliterate Duke today. Duke is coming into this one. They had a good regular season, man. They really did. They had a good regular season. I can't knock anything for Duke. Like they played well. They're getting 17 points in this game, bro. 17. I almost feel like an idiot for not taking the 17 points. But when you really sit back and look at it, I mean, Ole Miss should absolutely dominate this game, right? I mean, I really do believe they should. So laying 17 might not be enough. I mean, maybe we get a push, maybe, but I doubt it. I can see them. I could see that. I could see Ole Miss possibly winning by 20 points here. We got a total of 50 and a half here, so a pretty high total. It's favored to the over, which I like for a higher spread like this. That's kind of leaning in our favor. I mean, Duke, it comes to strength of schedule again. Who has Duke really played this year? Duke really took advantage of an easy schedule. Um, I don't think Duke has beat a single ranked team this year. I really don't. Ole Miss is just yeah, they're dealing with some opt outs, and that's okay, right? But they still got Dart. Dart is expected to play. You know, Kiffin is letting he already has let everyone know that they are fucking pissed, bro. They are pissed because they should have made the fucking playoffs. And this is their game, right? This is their game where they can just simply prove to the entire country why they should have made the playoffs when they beat the absolute dog shit out of a Duke team that has just took advantage of a really easy schedule all season long. And now they're stepping in front of a team that can honestly play some real ball. And I think Duke gets shit ran down their leg today. I think they get punched right in the gut and get shit ran down their leg by Ole Miss. So I'm laying the points here, man. I don't think Duke stands a chance in this game. And I think it's only because Duke has not been tested. Ole Miss has won 13 of their last 14 games against a non-conference team. I gotta back them here, man. You got. Let me see here. Ole Miss is what they are. Well, we know Duke can't really run the ball, right? Duke can't run the ball for shit, really. Yeah, I'm sticking to my gut, y'all. It's Ole Miss here. It's a big number, but it's a big number for a reason, man. I think Ole Miss takes care of business, and I think they are super pissed that they didn't make the playoffs. I think they're super pissed about that, and I think it shows here. I think there's going to be no breaks for Ole Miss tonight. No breaks at all. I think they just run Duke into the ground, take no prisoners. All right, that's what I got for y'all, man. Let's get the best bet, and I'm gonna get you people up out of here. Uh, what do y'all want, man? What do y'all want? Y'all want NBA? Y'all want what do y'all want? What did I give y'all yesterday? I think I gave you whatchamacallit's 3-pointers and we didn't hit. Yeah, I gave you guys Murray's 3-pointers, right? And he didn't hit. I can't remember what I gave y'all yesterday. I'm pretty sure it lost. Our best bet lost yesterday. I'll stick to the VIP play I was giving y'all. What was the VIP play that I gave y'all? I can't remember. Oh, it's Pepperdine. Pepperdine plus the 17, man. Go bet that shit. That was a VIP play I gave y'all. Pepperdine plus the 17 points, man. I think it's easy money, bro. I think it's easy money. All right, man. That's all I got. Yo, guys, remember, I'm leaving it up. Actually, yeah, I'll leave it up. Just for the last day today. I only did one advertisement for it. I'm not really too concerned about it. I'm actually really happy with the community, man, because a couple of you guys took advantage of it and I appreciate it. But the $100 for 2025, 3 people took advantage of it, man. So thank you guys for real. If anyone else is open for it, I'll leave it open for one more day. You can get a full year of just my VIP, not everyone, not the full, not my full team, but just me. $100 for all 2025, man. So today's the last day. If you guys want to take advantage of that, highly advise you to do it, man. That is how your money will make money for you, by making investments just like that, bro. So don't pass it up, man. Do not pass it up. $100 for a whole year is absolutely unbelievable for the value that I can provide to you guys. And I'm not just talking shit neither. So, I really truly want to make you guys money. It's my objective every day. It's the reason why I do this show 7 days a week, man. So, all right, y'all. Have a great day. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Um, let's have a great day, and let's make some fucking money, man. Let's make some fucking money. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another plug talk. Enjoy.